and welcome to Imagine This Stories for Lent. Yesterday, we heard Peter deny Jesus 3 times, just like Jesus said he would. Today, we're going to hear what happens next. So sit back, relax, kick off your shoes, and for the next few minutes, imagine this. Very early in the morning, the leading priests, the elders, and the teachers of the religious law met to discuss their next step. They tied up Jesus, led him away, and took him to Pilate, the Roman governor. Pilate asked him,
"Are you the king of the Jews?"
"You have said it."
Then the leading priests kept accusing him of many crimes, and Pilate asked,
"Aren't you going to answer them? What about all these charges they are bringing against you?"
But Jesus said nothing, much to Pilate's surprise. Now, it was the governor's custom each year during Passover to release one prisoner, anyone the people requested. One of the prisoners at the time was Barabbas, a revolutionary who had committed murder in an uprising. The crowd went to Pilate and asked him to release a prisoner as usual.
"Would you like me to release to you this king of the Jews?"
Pilate realized by now that the leading priests had arrested Jesus out of envy. But at this point, the leading priests stirred up the crowd to demand the release of Barabbas instead of Jesus.
"Then what should I do with this man you call the king of the Jews?"
Crucify him!
Crucify him!
"Why? What crime has he committed?"
But the mob roared even louder.
Crucify him!
Crucify him!
So to calm down the crowd, Pilate released Barabbas to them. He ordered Jesus beaten with a lead-tipped whip. Then he turned him over to the Roman soldiers to be crucified. The soldiers took Jesus into the courtyard of the governor's headquarters. They dressed him in a purple robe, and they wove thorn branches into a crown and put it on his head. They saluted him and taunted him.
"Hail, King of the Jews."
Next, they struck him on the head with a reed stick. They spit on him and bowed down in front of him and pretended to worship him. When they were finally tired of making fun of him, they took off the purple robe and put his own clothes on him again. Then they led him away to be crucified. There are a lot of people in today's story. There's Pilate, who knows Jesus didn't do anything wrong, but does what the people want. There are the religious leaders who are jealous of all the attention Jesus gets, and they're telling the crowd to yell, "Crucify him!" And there's Barabbas, a man who had killed someone and was sentenced to death himself, and then all of a sudden, he finds himself free. I wonder what went through his mind. I wonder if he was grateful or just confused. I often wonder what Barabbas was like for the rest of his life. We're not told. The Bible does tell us that Jesus came to set people free, and Barabbas was one of those people, just like you and me. We're also told what happens to Jesus next. So come back tomorrow and learn more on Imagine This Stories for Lent. Bye!